Shalom. Shalom Yasharala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. All right, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this quick lesson, we're just gonna get into basically to not be offended in this truth, right? Do not be offended in this truth, man. You cannot be offended at prophecy. You can be offended at what is said in the scriptures, because with those offenses, aka stumbling blocks, is ultimately to your detriment. Now, it's okay if you might not understand why the Lord did a certain thing in the scriptures. Trust me, I've had that. But that's something you got to pray about to Yahweh Shai. Hell, you can even talk to a brother about it. See if you can get more understanding. Why would the Lord do something like this? And then, he might brother might as well hit you because, hey, that's how the Lord wanted it to happen. And that has to be good enough for you. Because, these offenses, man, aka stumbling blocks, they're meant to weed out the undesirables, man, ultimately. And you don't want to be one of those undesirables because you got offended at prophecy. You got offended at the names. You got offended at certain things that happened in the scriptures. You got offended at the way the Lord move, whether in your life or somebody else's life. You can't be offended at none of these things, and you have to be with the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai. That's being meek, being humble, being lowly, man. Accepting what the will of the Lord is, and you deal with it. Simple as that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this Matthew chapter 18 and verse 7, and literally the title of it says stumbling blocks. It says, "Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to the man by whom the offenses come." So, hey, it's need be that the offenses must come, but woe unto him that it comes to. Meaning, whoever gets offended, man, destruction onto you. Right? Let's go ahead and get that word offenses. See what it says. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the word offenses. It's a Strong's G 4625. It says scandalon. And here goes some of the it says the movable stick or trigger of a trap stick, a trap, a snare, because that's what these offenses are, man. It's a trap. It's a trap to make you what? Stir away from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? AKA what? A stumbling block. I'm gonna read. It says any impediment placed in the way and causing one to stumble or fall. A stumbling block, occasion of stumbling. A rock, which is a cause of stumbling. Stop stumbling in what? In the doctrine. Right? Oh man, GMS talking about raping little girls or whatnot. Cornelius is not an Israelite. Them are offenses, aka stumbling blocks, right? And we are not exempt for that, man. We can easily run into one of those. But if you don't pray about it, then you'll get consumed by it. And once you get consumed by it, guess what? Now you're a bug out. Now you're the one just losing it. You're doing your own thing. You're marked for destruction now. Right? We'll go ahead. That's pretty. Let me see if there's some more. Snare. Frequently cause of displeasure or sin. Occasion to fall. Okay, yeah. Stumbling block. Yeah, pretty much what. Yay. So, Yeah, man. So it's woe unto them that who the offenses come to. You don't want to be one of the ones that get offended. But let's read, because it goes into how to handle these offenses. Matthew chapter 18, now verse 8 says, "Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better to enter, it is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire." And no, this is not talking about hell. Don't even get me started on it. This is not talking about hell when it says everlasting fire. In other words, man, it's talking about that everlasting fire. It's talking about ultimately being cast into the lake of fire, aka the destruction that's to come from the nuclear missiles, because it's going to be looked at as a lake of fire. But, as it's saying right here, man, if your hand or foot offend thee, you cut it off, man. So whatever offends you within this truth, man, hey, man, like I said, bro, ultimately, fast and pray to Yahweh Shon Shah to give you the understanding on what it may be, right? Whether if it is the names, right? You could be offended at the names, but you don't even fully understand it. You could be offended at the Cornelius situation, but you're not seeing the spiritual aspect of it. Like I said, man, I've had my moments where I was like, dang, like why the Lord like do this to him? Why the Lord set him up like that? That's something I had to, pray about. And the Lord gave me the understanding on it, and it just is what it is, man. The Lord will have mercy on whom he has mercy. Right? This is the Lord's movie, man. People tend to forget that, like, bro, this is the Lord's movie. He's the producer of the movie. He can do whatever the hell he wants, despite how you feel about it. And he control your life. He control whether you're rich, you poor, how your body is, how any illnesses you get. The Lord controls all of that. So it's like, damn, dude, do you really want to piss someone like that off? Nah, I don't want to believe it, man. It just doesn't. No, bro, being offended over because of your damn feelings, man. Because we live in the soft ass generations. And excuse my French, but it must be said that way, right? We live in this soft ass generation full of little boys, right? That are pretty much women and men in clothing, basically, which is, I'm just saying, emotional man, right? Every little thing. Nah, man, the Lord, he don't even understand what the hell they talking about. But, hey, this stuff, hey, whatever offends you, hey, man, you cut it off, man. You cut it off, man. Right? Just cut it off. Pray to Yahweh Shon Shah for understanding on it, because you probably just don't even understand. And once you do get the understanding, accept it. Right? Accept it. Don't be like, nah, that can't be right. No, accept it. It is what it is. Yeah, the Lord decided to, take away that prophet, man. Oh well. That's what the Lord decided to do. I'm just talking, whatever the Lord, But I'm gonna read this. Matthew chapter 18 and verse 9 says, "And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye, rather than have 2 eyes and be cast into hellfire." So it's better that you just have one eye than to suffer the destruction that is to come. All right. So yeah, man, you don't want to be offended in this truth, man. Because what are them offenses are made for? They're stumbling blocks, a snare, a trap to get you caught up, to get you off the path of Yahweh Shon Shah. That's all it is, man. Just because you read something that you didn't like, you read something that you don't even fully understand, and now you're like, man, or you heard something that you fully didn't understand. You're like, what? No. Offenses, right? And it's woe to them offenses that come, right? Because there's, like I said, there's certain things in the scriptures that could rub us the wrong way. But you pray about that, bro. You pray about that. Talk to brothers. Fast. If it gets to the point, hey, fast if you got to, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Fast if you got to. Me personally, I've never had to get to the point where I got to fast over it. Mostly prayer and then just talking to brothers really did the trick. But, You know, for certain things, you might have to just fast over it. Every brother walk is different. But you don't want to be the ones that be offended in this truth, because if you are, bro, you're just marking yourself for destruction. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing, bro. You ain't hurting the Lord. You ain't hurting nobody but your damn self. Stop being so damn emotional. And that's something that we all have to do. Stop being so emotional. Get the fuck over it. And suck it up, man. However the Lord deal, man, let him deal that way. I won't say let him deal with it, accept the way he deals, whether with you or with the brother. You know? Because the Lord, he knows what's best for his man. You don't. Hell, he knows what's best for you. You don't know what's fully best for you. You have an idea, of course, but let's be honest. Lord knows how many pieces of hair on your head. We can't count that. We don't know that. So he knows you better than you. Right? Can't be offended at prophecy or anything of that matter. You know? And if it does rub you the wrong way, pray about it. Right? But anyways, Lord willing, I was edified. I ended it out by saying Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yeshua.